episode is sponsored by Penis Pills. Get bigger!
Get longer.
And thicker.
And funnier.
And smarter.
And goofier.
Faster.
And
stronger.
floppier. And also, never mind.
And also really sad.
And also, my wife left me.
Oh, I let my girlfriend fuck another dude.
And my... Never mind.
Anyway, welcome to the Sleepy Pot. I'm eating pretzels.
Get those pretzels out of your mouth. They can't understand or hear you.
Welcome to the Human Pasta Podcast.
This is human pasta. Oh,
so,
it's real cold out here.
Yeah. It's snowing.
Not right now, though.
Not right now. It's not snowing right now, but it did snow.
It did snow.
It sucks. Happy Thanksgiving!
Yeah, we're late on the holidays. We're always late on the holidays.
Yeah, we've been gone for a couple weeks.
Oh, that's true.
We had a hiatus. We didn't record for 2 weeks. We just got busy. You were doing puffs.
I got busy.
You were doing show.
My name, Quentin Spells a lot, got busy.
And I have school. I'm almost done this semester.
He's a schooler.
I got like 2 more weeks left, and that's it.
Oh.
I'm doing like finals right now.
Fuckily duckily.
Fuckily duckily, dude.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then I have to scream in despair because I don't have a job, so.
Well, neither do I, technically.
Yeah, so sorry for the hiatus, but get off our fucking back. We're human being, alright? What are you, fucking 13 subscribers gonna yell at us?
Leave us alone! Leave us alone! Anyway.
No, yeah, so we'll, now we're back on track. We're trying to get back on track, so.
We're inside the cabin of the train, and we're going real fast.
But, good thing about 2-week hiatus, lots to talk about.
There's a lot of things that happen.
Yeah, we had, so Thanksgiving happened. Thanksgiving was good. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving.
We had a duck instead of a turkey.
Did you really?
No. We ate a pig.
We ate a pig. We had a human sacrifice.
No, we had a turkey.
Yeah, well, no, what do you do for Thanksgiving, Quentin? I don't even know what you do for Thanksgiving.
Nothing. Thanksgiving's for fucking losers.
Oh.
No.
You hear that, Christians?
That's not a Christian
holiday. You hear that, Pilgrims?
I
learned about the Pilgrims.
Oh, really?
I watched the JonTron video. Talked about it.
Cool.
No, but yeah, what do you do for Thanksgiving?
What do I do? Well,
what do you and your family do?
When I was a kid, we used to do something. We did so that's the thing, right? When I was a kid, I lived in Vermont, and I lived really far away from all my family, and so we didn't have extended family come over at all.
Right.
We would just eat dinner earlier and have a lot more dessert than usual, pretty much.
Okay.
When I turned 14 or 15, we just kind of gave up on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because my 4 older brothers at that time were all in college or had graduated, and they were just far away. It was a pain in the ass to bring them back for the break, because it's really hard to drive. I mean, we don't live there anymore, but where I lived in Vermont, we were on so many back roads, driving out there with their cars that were built for the city was really difficult. So we were fuck it, we're not doing it anymore. And it was just less and less people. And then when I went to school and no one but my parents lived at the house, we just stopped doing Thanksgiving for 4 years. The last 4 or 5 years we haven't done anything. Occasionally I would go hang out with my brothers or something. And 1 year I went, when they lived in Newton, I went there and I made a pie, a really fucking huge, thick apple pie. It was really big. It was 6 inches thick. This thing was huge. Mm-hmm. I put 15 fucking apples in there, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
More than that, dude. It was, oh my god.
Things were never the same.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
My brother made a shitty pumpkin pie that was okay, I guess, if you're a fucking moron, but, and you don't know what actually tastes good.
Okay.
But, this year and last year, I think we got free turkeys.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know how.
How?
I don't know. This
turkey. I mean, you can get free turkeys by hunting.
I mean, well, technically it's not free. You gotta go buy the bullets and shoot that thing. No, my mom's friend in Vermont got a turkey from somewhere and gave it to us just because she's here, I don't need this. I don't know how.
I found it,
dude. Yeah, that's literally what it felt like. Like she just had a frozen turkey and was like, "Here." And we're like, okay. I mean, her husband's like a cook or something.
From a Chinese market.
No, I mean it looked real. I mean it had broth and stuff in it. Like if you looked at the packaging, it was like 10% turkey broth. Blah 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 blah. I was like, oh, this is barely even really meat. But anyway, spatchcocking. My brother Andy.
What the fuck is a spatchcocking,
dude?
Sounds like a really painful sex maneuver.
It looks painful what you do to the bird because
no, it doesn't sound like a sex move. It sounds like a device.
No, yeah, it sounds like you're keel hauling someone. Like it sounds evil.
Spatchcock.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm gonna spatchcock
you.
Dude. Did you see Midsummer? Because they spatchcock someone in that.
Do they really? Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's the equivalent of that. Basically, you split the bird down the chest and rip it. You basically turn it inside out and cook it that way. So my brother basically cut the thing in half and just laid both halves on the pan. But the benefit of doing it that way is the turkey cooks a lot faster and it actually cooks all the way through and it stays juicier because the breast isn't exposed to the what do you call it? The like heat coils in the oven, so it doesn't like burn the top of the breast, and and it's sitting in its own like juices, so it's kind of like all that broth I mentioned.
All the broth.
all the broth and stuff. And you put a shitload of gravy on it. Like he just like, or not gravy, garlic. You put just a shitload of garlic on there. Like it basically sounded like he was cooking a bunch of garlics in a bag, garlic cloves in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
The plural for garlic is garlics.
Garlic eye.
You spell it Garlix. Garlic.
Give me a bunch of Garlos.
Get me some Garlo Carlson. Anyway, that's what I did for my thing. It was pretty lackluster, pretty lame. Really, nobody came over, and yeah, we just ate some turkey and some pie, and I watched the end of a shitty Netflix Christmas movie called Klaus or something. Anyway, that was my thing. It was pretty lame.
Well, mine was pretty good.
Oh, okay. All right, Derek.
Mine was pretty good.
Oh, okay. You had an interesting Thanksgiving, I guess.
Mine was pretty good.
Jeez.
No,
who's this new fancy guy?
I know.
My name is William
Mine
Tim.
was pretty good. You know, we had the Shatners over.
Oh, boy.
and
the news bombs.
And the Newser bombs. And the William Tings.
Oh my god. The William Ting-Tons?
William Ting-Tons.
The William Ting-Tons Empire?
They're from a foreign country, I don't know.
Oh, okay. One of those lame countries that's
Gold
not
leaf
America.
turkey. Three-piece orchestra.
Whoa.
Dan Aykroyd.
What was he doing there? Serving Crystal Skull vodka?
He's a friend of my waiter.
Oh, okay. Oh. Who's your waiter?
Kristen Wiig.
Wait a minute. What kind of Thanksgiving is this?
No, I had a very nice Thanksgiving. Yeah, we host my family hosts Thanksgiving, and most of my family, really all of my family, they live in Massachusetts. Family that lives in most of them live in the Waltham area, or Hudson area, so they're not a far drive. Everybody comes over.
Easy to find. Let's dox them.
Easy to find. Everybody comes over. They bring some food. Mom cooks the turkey, all the good stuff.
Oh, so you actually do at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and it was a very successful. It was really quick. This was the quickest Thanksgiving we ever had.
Dude.
Everybody showed up at like 12, and then I think everybody left by like.
That's a dog. There's a dog in here.
Okay. I heard a scream. It sounded like a woman's scream. Yeah, so Thanksgiving was really normal. It was quick. Yeah, everybody showed up at like 12, 11, and everybody left by like at least 3, 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. So.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, everybody showed up, and then.
You had a Thanksgiving like lunch.
Yeah, everybody showed up. We ate food, and then we had dessert, and then everybody just kind of like. Left, and we were like, "This is great. this is fantastic.
Awesome."
We were just like, me and my family were like high-fiving. Like, this is the best successful Thanksgiving. No, yeah, but I love spending time with my family. I don't get to see them a lot, so it's always great. I just like chatting with people, and then that was it. Just got to hang out. It was cool.
Sounds groovy.
Yeah, it was just a simple Thanksgiving. It was good. I have a
I see a lot of my family.
Yeah.
So I hate talking to them now. Dude, that sounds cool. Standard fare Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Yeah.
ours started at like 5 or 6.
You told a funny Thanksgiving story. I'll tell one.
What funny Thanksgiving story?
You just told one about your brothers and stuff.
Oh, splitting the thing in half?
Yeah, it's one of the things we're like making the terrible pumpkin pie stuff. I have a funny Thanksgiving story, kind of. So one Thanksgiving when I was at SCAD, when I was in Georgia, I had to spend Thanksgiving in Georgia. And for whatever reason, you wouldn't think this, but they closed the mess hall early. They closed it early on Thanksgiving,
That's funny.
which is really like during that Thanksgiving weekend or whatever, like that
Yeah.
that like weekend off that we had.
Did you go home for that?
No, we stayed in Georgia, but it was really stupid because we're like, why would you close the mess hall early?
They
Thanksgiving
want
is
you out of there.
It's like, why would they not? I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's for the workers. Obviously, like the people who work in the cafeteria, they send them home
They
early.
want a break.
So we were stupid, and like everybody's like, you gotta go eat early. You have to eat, while
And
it's.
you were like, fuck
open.
it.
We were like, no, we'll be fine. Sure enough, it like comes to like that point of the night, and our tummies are rumbling, and we're hungry, and we're like, we don't know what to do. Everything is
Dude.
closed. It's Thanksgiving. Like, what do we do? So one of us is like, okay, let's like scramble money for a pizza. So like we scramble some money for a pizza. We get an Uber and it drives us to a Domino's so we can go pick it up.
Fuck yeah, alright.
We got like a large pizza and Domino's. I don't know.
Yes.
They were skimping because that large pizza was like nothing. It was tiny for a large pizza.
That's
So we brought it
fuckers.
back, and like everybody just had like one slice. We should have probably got like more than one pizza, obviously.
That reminds me of my Dungeons and Dragon nights where we get
Yeah.
one pizza and it's like gone. And
Yeah, we should have probably got at least a second pizza. But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody had it. I think
Always get two.
I think everybody had one slice, and that was it. And we were just like, it was like madness, dude. We were like sitting in the lobby. We had one slice, and we're like starving, and like we're trying to stay awake and hang out. We're exhausted. Everybody's like grumpy, and we're just like everybody like we brought. I think someone brought their GameCube down because there's a TV in that little like lobby area. So we're just like going crazy. Like we're exhausted. We're just sitting there. Like we don't want to go up to our rooms. We're just like we just want to hang out and like.
This is ideal.
We're just like we're going absolutely like it felt like the light like no one's whoever's seen the lighthouse. It's like the lighthouse.
Oh fuck!
It's like the lighthouse with 6 people. Like it's like the lighthouse with like 6 people. We're like going absolutely insane. Like it's like we're going like mad. We're staring off into space. Everybody's grumpy. I remember like I gave one of my friends a whip.
No!
I gave one of my friends a whip because I was so excited. And, like
That's-
he was like chasing me and like
That's so gross.
we were going insane. But it was really funny. And that was probably the craziest Thanksgiving.
I was gonna say you learned how to be grateful there. That's the best thing.
Grateful that my mom knows how to cook. and
Yeah.
that I was stupid at like.
You were like, next time.
I think
get two
at some
pizzas.
point too we went up to my room and we were like getting snacks and
Oh,
stuff
nice.
too, like getting the snacks I
Okay.
had in my room and like, but it wasn't satisfying anybody really.
No.
It
When
was
my
really crazy. It was funny.
when my brother Steven was in college, he's my oldest brother. He won a race, or he didn't win a race, but he placed he wasn't like racing with a school or anything. He was just doing just like a race around town, and the reward was or an award I guess was an apple pie, and that was his. He brought that back and ate that with my other brother. They were both going to UMass Amherst. And they stayed in one of their dorms and ate the apple pie together.
That's amazing.
That's what that reminded me of. It was like, hey, I got a free apple pie. You want it? I was like, hell yeah.
That's really funny.
That was the...
But yeah, I hope everybody else had a good Thanksgiving though.
Yeah, man.
I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. It's snowing here. Moving topics.
We're in a cold
Segue.
place.
It's snowing. We're in
You've
Massachusetts.
mentioned it before.
It finally snowed.
This is New England.
Get used to it.
You don't like shoveling snow? Well, you should.
Get ready, motherfuckers! It's time for the snow.
I'm just freaking out.
I
I
hate
hope I
it.
didn't get spit on you.
No, you're fine. I hate the snow.
Really?
I don't like the snow at all.
I don't mind the snow.
I
I don't like being wet and cold.
Yeah,
It's-
obviously I liked the snow when I was a kid. Who doesn't like you? When you're a kid, you like the. When you're a kid in Massachusetts or you're a kid anywhere with snow, you like the snow.
Once snow falls when you're a kid, you're pretty much invincible because you can fall over in it.
Yeah. Once you get a car, Snow is the bane of your
No,
existence. Snow, you finally understand why snow is so annoying.
Yeah.
Once you like I thought snow was great. You know, like you go sledding, you get your snow pants on.
You go skiing.
Snow days are cool. I never did any like that. Well, I never actually.
Oh right, you weren't a cool kid.
I wasn't a cool kid. I went skiing. I'll tell a funny skiing story. I did go skiing once, and it went awfully. It went terribly.
I'll teach
But
you.
I did. But like I had a snowboard, and I would snowboard in my backyard,
hell
like
yeah.
hills or whatever. Like
That's what I did
We'd go
first.
sledding with our friends, tubing. Like go to a place to go tubing.
Tube. I keep tubes for the river.
We build snowmen or do like snowball fights. Go hang out with friends.
That thing where you make a spear of snow and throw it in.
Like it was actually fun. I remember like being a kid and playing in the
We
snow
can
and
still
like
do that though.
I know, but like do you remember like? But I remember like being a kid in the snow and like the cold didn't bother me when I was a kid.
I know. I had that
Like do you,
thought the
like,
other day.
yeah, it's like do you remember being a kid and like the cold didn't bother you? Like
I have a theory about that.
yeah. What is the theory?
You're I think this may actually be true. You're a lot smaller, obviously, as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So but this may not be the case. Blood can circulate through your body a lot faster because your limbs are literally shorter.
Yeah.
But then I guess your heart isn't as strong. I don't know. I that's what I think though. Is that like
Maybe it's just what we were wearing because like I remember I remember like
I used to dress in a lot of ways.
I remember like as a kid
I used to wear
when
like
you're
5 different things.
when you're a kid and your parents dress you like you have big boots.
Oh, they didn't dress me. They just told me put all this shit on.
Well, like I mean like but like your parents would get you they're like you got to get the big snow boots.
Yeah, don't freeze.
The snow pants. You got to wear sweatshirt.
That was
and then you got to
thing.
get a big jacket and like
at
and
my
you got,
school
like,
that was a thing.
Yeah. And, like you had to like when you were a kid that's what you wore. And obviously when you get older you'll have
You're like
time.
fuck it, I'm too cool for this shit.
But like once you get a car, that's when
And you can get stuck in the
yeah
snow.
like that's when snow becomes like that's when you finally realize like oh crap I'm an adult and I hate snow like
Oh yeah.
because it's
Speaking of which, okay.
it's annoying. It's like yeah. So this is a funny story I had with my car the other day.
I have another funny story about cars.
The other day, school, my classes got canceled on Tuesday. My classes got canceled, so I was like, okay, great. I have the whole day to myself. I woke up. I was at my grandmother's house because.
That's where you stay for the. To get
Well,
the
not
red line, right?
I stay this semester. I'm staying with my parents, but my parents were like on Sunday they were
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
should go because of the storm.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like you might get stuck.
Oh yeah.
So I slept over. So Monday, I sleep there. I wake up Tuesday. School. I get emails. School's canceled. I'm like, great. I woke up. I had breakfast with my grandmother, coffee. I left with all my stuff. I was like, this is great. I'm going to just chill out the rest of the day. I got home. I had to park on the side of the road next to my house because my car couldn't get up the driveway because of all the snow. So I come home. I shovel my back porch and my walkway, whatever. It's, and it's like, at this point, it's like heavy, wet snow. So it's like it's so heavy, like so like I'm getting like a workout, like my back is killing me, and I'm like finally I get inside, I finally sit down. My mom is like, "Hey,
By the
try
way.
to get." Dad said you have to try to get your car up the driveway because the plows are coming. He doesn't want your car to
Oh
get hit.
fuck.
And I was like, I can't. The snow is all there, and he's like, and she was like. She was saying that he was going to call me to try and work the snowblower, but I called him and he didn't answer. So I was like, all right, well, let me at least try to get my car up the driveway. She was like, you don't even have to get it up all the way up the driveway, just enough so the snowplows will get it. So I like turn my car into the driveway and it gets stuck.
Yeah.
It's stuck.
Yeah.
It's like halfway in the street, halfway on my driveway. And I'm like trying to back it up and pull it in, back it up. And I call my mom, and like there's like neighbors outside, like the house
They're all
across the
watching
street.
you?
Yeah, they're like shoveling the walkway. They're like laughing. I can see them laughing. And, like, I can see that they're like the
lame.
neighborhood. They're like the two older sons next door. They're like laughing at me.
These guys are assholes.
And even the mom walked out and like just kind of looked at me like hi. Didn't even like offer to just like walk. I mean whatever. I'm not gonna blame her. So I call my mom. My mom's inside. I'm like, Mom, the car's stuck. The car is stuck. You have to help me. So.
Ugh.
She comes out, And we're only making it worse because the more
the
more you try to reverse it and move forward, the more divots you get.
I know everything about this shit.
Well, the audience might not know who doesn't like the more.
I know.
The more you
You're
spin
right.
the wheels forward or back, whatever you're doing, you're just building the
Do you have
divots.
front or back wheel drive?
I don't know. I think it's
Oh,
front. I think it's
fuck.
front wheel drive because only the front wheels were moving.
Okay.
So but the front wheels, they just kept making the holes bigger,
Yep.
so they just get more stuck in the snow. So
Getting
me and my
too
mom are
soft.
trying to.
Kitty litters works.
Yeah, I don't even have a cat. No. So we're
No,
trying to
it's
like dig. We got shovels. We're trying to like dig around the tires, dig like out, like dig under the car, dig
There's
around.
probably ice down there too.
Yeah,
'Cause it was
so
wet.
we keep trying to go back and
Oh my
forth.
God.
Eventually, I'm like, Mom, why don't we just call AAA or something? She's like, No, we don't need AAA. We just do it.
We're right outside the house.
So I run inside and I boil hot water in a tea kettle
No.
and I bring it out.
It'll.
And my mom is like, it's gonna freeze. Yeah. And I was like, you got a better idea? So I just start.
No.
I throw the hot water on both the front tires. Hey,
You're crazy.
where this story goes, it worked.
Oh, okay.
It worked. So I put it on there. It wasn't like windy or freezing or anything.
Okay.
It was just like, it wasn't anything. Like everybody was like, it's gonna freeze. Like it's not gonna
Yeah.
freeze. It's not even like windy out. It's just. Like,
Well-
I put the hot water on and immediately turned to slush. It
Yeah.
was still slush for a while. I put it down there, immediately got down to
Oh, there you
to
go.
road. So I do that. We keep trying for a bit. My mom keeps trying to dig. I'm calling my dad. My dad's like, you have to snowplow. I've never used the snowplow. So I'm trying to like snowplow around my car. I look like a moron because I'm
Wait,
backing it full.
You have the plow or the snow blower?
like a snow like a snowblower.
Oh my god! You said plow. I thought.
Well, we
I
just call
saw
it a
you.
snowplow.
I saw you. I see you in a truck or like a bobcat. Like,
No, it's like, like a snowblower. So I've
Okay.
never used a snowblower, so I'm like
Okay.
trying to use the snowblower and like snowblow around my car, but it's not working because it's
Is
so.
it getting stuck?
No, it's just
Okay.
like the snow is so compact
Yeah.
and tight at this point that like the snowplow isn't really going to do anything.
Should have gone for the shovel right away. Shovel, dude.
Well,
Shovels
that's what we,
always.
that's
the
what we
go.
were using. We were using
Oh.
the shovels. So
Well, fuck.
at this point, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. My mom finally gets in the car one last time, and she
You gotta
drives.
push, man.
That's what we were doing. We tried putting the car in neutral and pushing. She tried putting it in reverse and me pushing, like her
Fuck,
going forward and
you
me
tried
pushing in the back.
everything.
We tried everything. So finally, my mom gets in the car one last time and like puts
She
it.
does
in,
a little prayer
puts
to
it
Satan.
puts it in drive and goes forward, and the car's like moving a little bit. So
Mm.
we're like, oh. So then she puts it in reverse and like reverse, and we're in reverse, and she goes in forward, and we're just chanting.
It's rocking.
Yeah, we're chanting. We're going reverse.
Yes,
Forward,
dude.
reverse, forward, and it starts to
It's
slowly,
like fucking
slowly
Nemo.
move out. And my mom finally, like, she backs up and gets out. And I'm like, yeah! I'm
This
like
is a story of
screaming.
triumph.
Yeah. So we're like, oh my god. So my mom drives it around the block. I use the snowblower and I snowblow the best I
Yes,
can.
dude.
And she gets it. It's good enough that she gets it into the driveway.
You freed
The
yourself.
2 shovels are still down there, and my mom's like, okay, go get the shovels and we're done. So I run, I'm like walking down my driveway getting the shovels, and I'm screaming out to the neighborhood. I'm like, show's over, folks!
Oh, nice.
Glad you had a good time!
That's funny.
'Cause I know everybody was probably laughing.
Those jerks.
So after that moment, I called my girlfriend, and I said, I don't want to live in Massachusetts anymore.
Oh.
We're leaving. Or like, I want to go. I don't want to be... I don't know, man.
Goodbye, Derek.
Goodbye. I don't know. I don't. The only way I will live in Massachusetts is if I know for a fact that I will A, either have a garage, or B, if I have an apartment, that I can have a parking garage that will protect my car from the snow. Because that's all I ask. I can, you know,
It's too much to ask.
the roads are fine right now. The road, like, the first couple days of snow, it's rough because the plows have to get everywhere. I get that. But after the first day or two,
Yeah.
it's like the roads are fine.
They're never prepared down here, man.
Yeah.
They're never prepared.
But yeah, once the roads are fine, especially when people start driving through them all the time, it's like the roads become clear. Like, it's not a problem anymore. The problem is just...
That initial...
For me, the problem is just like when it starts snowing and then it gets on your car and then you have to wake up a little bit earlier. This is like first world problems, I know.
Yeah.
But it's annoying. It's like you gotta
It's inconvenient.
brush off your car. You have to put on the defrost and wait for like defrost your car, and
there's all
even
kinds of
then
things.
it's just like the slush. Yeah, your car gets stuck. I mean,
It's wet. It's gross. It's cold.
Yeah, if you don't like the cold, I don't like the cold.
I don't mind the cold. I prefer the cold to the hot. Dude, that was like the daily try in Vermont. Our trucks and stuff were always getting stuck up there.
Yeah.
So I am well acquainted.
It sucks, dude. It's just like I don't know. Like I don't know if I would wanna. Me and Haley are trying to plan a trip to go to California for a week, just because I've never been and I want to see what it's like. So.
I will say Massachusetts is not good about preventative things for snow. Like, that's what I've noticed. Like, in Vermont, they know. I mean, it's fucking it's like the sun is going to rise every morning. Winter's going to come every year.
Yeah.
So they're always pretty prepared when the first snow hits to be like, yep, let's get started early, start clearing everything out.
Dude,
and
when I was in Georgia.
And be prepared.
When I was in Georgia, we had 1 day of snow, and it snowed,
and everybody freaked out.
Yeah, like nobody fucking knew what to do. It was so funny.
Yeah, it blew their minds.
There was like ice. The roads were all icy, and they were like the state was like a bunch of.
That sounds dangerous.
Savannah was just like a bunch of babbling baboons. They were like, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do.
What is this white stuff?
We don't know what to do. Like it was crazy. Everybody's like looking at snow like, wow, and I'm like, it's just following me. It's just the snow is following me. I came to Georgia to escape, and it followed me. I'm fine with it now. I used to get really bad seasonal depression. I used to get really bad, but ever since I started taking I'm taking the anxiety meds, and I've noticed that I've been doing really well this winter season. It's still annoying. Like, the snow is still annoying. It's an inconvenience, but I'm not, I'm nowhere near as depressed as I usually am. I'm usually,
that's
like,
good to hear.
Terribly sulking. Like, I'm just awful. But I've been in a way better mood, so I can tolerate it more now. I'm like, I can wake up and I'm in a happy mood, but I was always worried because I was like, oh, maybe I just don't like the snow because I'm, I have the seasonal depression. I'm getting depressed.
No, dude, snow sucks.
It's bothering more. But now that I'm, like, have a clear state of mind, now I'm just like, oh no, it's just annoying. It's just
nobody
stupid.
likes snow.
It just sucks. Some people do.
Jacob got stuck leaving here the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was like when the storm kind of started.
Yeah.
And they it was the day after they dropped some stuff off on Monday, and they got stuck, and we got them at. I'm telling you, like, my family, like, if you're gonna get stuck in snow, this is the best place to get stuck. Because we've dislodged so many cars from snowbanks and shit. Like, we got them out of here in less than, like, 10 minutes.
Dude, your house is terrifying.
Really?
Yeah.
This one here?
Every time I get into my car and I turn on my headlights, it beams out into the darkness of the woods. I'm always expecting, like, a figure to be right there.
Yeah, I hear stuff out there, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
The other night, I was hearing something. Dude, winter is a wintry, whimsical, funny time.
Winter is a wonderland.
Dude, I like the snow. I used to like the snow. I used to be a ski and ride instructor up in Vermont at the Sugarbush Mountain in Warren. And I used to snowboard. I haven't gone snowboarding in years, but dude, yeah, man, winter is a funny, interesting time around here because it's chilly and it's snowy and it's windy and it's pretty wackle.
Everybody's like depressed all the time. Everybody's just
someone when I was
just because all day you're walking through the city and you're like nobody can see what I'm doing, but you're all scrunched up and you got your hands in your coat pockets and you got your like chin.
Your shoulders are up.
Yeah,
your head's
shoulders
down.
Up, your head like.
Your
you're
collar,
trying to protect your wind.
You've got your collar up against the cold.
You're like a turtle. You're like a walking turtle. Like everybody's just like disgruntled. Like you don't want to talk to anybody.
You don't look happy when you're grimacing against the elements.
Yeah. And then what? You're supposed to go around the day and be happy. Like you're supposed to uncurdle yourself and like be happy.
Dude, I like being cold. I always get a funny. I also find it funny to have a cheery face on, even though it's shitty out. Like,
It's funny.
People
like,
hate you.
I like being cold when I go to sleep. Like I have to be cold when I go to sleep. Like, if it's too hot, I can't go to sleep. But I hate the cold like during the day.
I don't mind it too much. Emma's like that too. But
I don't know. I'm just not. I'm just like such a picky person because like if it's too hot, it's just like
I see. That's where I do draw the line. I cannot be too hot. Like if it's above 70, 75 degrees, that's pushing it for me.
Like I can be in that weather, but like there was one time I went to go visit Haley in Savannah and her AC wasn't working. And it was like so
Get out of
unbearably
here.
hot. And the AC started working the last day I was there.
Dude.
It was like unbearably hot, and it's it's Georgia heat, and it's just like awful. That was one thing I didn't miss about Georgia was that like. I mean, granted, I probably should have been wearing shorts, or I should probably start wearing shorts. But I'm wearing like jeans and I'm wearing like normal pants
the worst
and
thing
like
to wear.
t-shirts.
Okay.
And and I have this heavy ass backpack with all the shit I need to bring to my classes. And it's like Georgia, and I have to walk everywhere, and it's like
That's the thing with hot places is it's easy to smell bad. If you're in a
I
cold
wasn't
place,
worried about smelling bad. It's just
can-
like I'm just fucking sweating, and I'm walking into every class, just like
exactly.
like
You start
out
to
of
smell
breath.
funny. I like it when it's cold because you don't sweat in the cold. If you layer up enough, even if you don't smell good, it's harder to smell you through all the clothes. Yeah, winter's a wonky time up here in the cold places.
I like the fall. I don't mind the fall
fall's
as
pretty
much.
fun.
I
Hey.
like because at least the leaves get to change, and that's really pretty.
The leaves get to changing. The leaves get to doing.
Leaves take off their clothes and they
And-
get changing.
and they get into something cool.
Cozy.
But yeah, Jacob got stuck here, and we pushed them out like really quick, real easy. Poosh. It was pretty wacky.
Oh, funny you mentioned skiing. I do have a funny skiing.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
what was
I do
your-
have a funny skiing story.
What was your skiing story?
So I've only been skiing once, and it was an absolute disaster.
Oh no.
So I'm there. My I'm not taking lessons or anything. My cousin goes with me,
Dude, you should go with me.
and she's just like she's teaching me pizza, French fries, whatever.
Right.
And it's already a disaster when I have to hold on to that thing, that little like zip line thing that goes up, like bring it.
Oh
from the top.
no.
And, and I'm going on like the kiddie ones because
Those
I'm
things
starting
suck.
out. Yeah, so I'm holding on to it, and it like zips me up, and I smash against the top of it, and I like fall down on my skis, and the instructor's like, "Okay,
Mistake number 1 on your cousin's part.
So I'm doing pretty well, doing the pizza, French fries, pizza, French
Yeah,
fries.
man.
I'm trying to do good on that, and then for whatever reason, she's like, "All right, we're gonna do the big hill." And
No!
I go on a big hill.
She was fucking with you.
and I'm like
Yard
going
sale.
down really fast, and I'm like falling. And I'm, like,
No.
I'm trying to do pizza, and like I'm just doing. How do you slow down? Is it pizza or French fries?
No pizza.
yeah,
Pizza,
I'm like basically
because pizza's how you figure out how to turn.
Yeah,
Essentially.
pizza's like I'm just pizzaing the whole time, like just trying to slow down, like.
That's fair.
And then finally when I get to the bottom, that's when I'm like, yeah, and I fall, like,
Dude,
it was not like, and that was the day where I was like, I'm not skiing, I can't,
Fuck
I'm not
this.
doing that anymore.
let me tell you something
It
about
was my least favorite thing. It was falling in the snow.
Yeah, no, okay. I used to teach all this. She should have put you on some skis to begin with, just so you just on flat ground, so you know what it feels like to have 2 giant things strapped to your feet. Like it's a super awkward sensation at first. I used to teach skiing and snowboarding. I learned how to snowboard before I learned how to ski. I learned how to ski on the job for the job. Just because I was like, well, if I know how to teach people how to ski, I could take twice as many clients. I'll say this: skiing can be easier to learn than snowboarding. Snowboarding has a pretty steep learning curve, but what I found with snowboarding is learning how to snowboard is a lot better, in my opinion, because if you're skiing, all the parts are separate, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a lot like when you fall with skis, it's fucking stressful because I had a friend who he was really good at skiing and he broke his leg just going straight down a mountain just because he caught a piece of ice and it twisted his leg all the way around. That doesn't happen on a snowboard. That never happens on a snowboard. Snowboarding, first of all, it's a lot easier to stop when you're snowboarding, in my opinion, because you literally just face down the mountain, and like, falling backwards uphill is a lot less painful than falling forwards downhill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you have, literally, it's like if you've ever done push-ups at an angle, it's just easier. Like, and it's also easier to keep your center of balance lower. And like your legs, like if you crash on a snowboard, your arms and legs aren't flying all over the place. You keep your arms into your chest and you're okay. That's just like a winter sports cue tack in.
Winter tips from
A snow school. Yeah, whatever. I was trying to think of the equivalent of tip with it. Whatever. Point is, should put you on a snowboard first. It's a lot easier on the bod. But yeah, I wouldn't put someone right on the little like zip line thing, the pomo or whatever the fuck they're called, to pull you up, unless you like have. Like, what I remember when I used to teach how to ski, I would have the kids just put them on and stand on flat ground with the skis on, like, inside. Be like, okay, doesn't this feel weird? Yeah, get used to that feeling, because you're going to want to know what this feels like when you're flying down a hill. Yeah. And then, I'd have them, like, walk around with the skis on, and then teach them how to skate. Did she teach you how to skate at all? Where, like, you gotta, that's how you move? Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Well, anyway, that's fun. I used to teach how to ski and ride. I really liked the riding lessons because once they got the basics of how to use the snowboard, it was really easy to get them doing like cool stuff, which was always fun. I don't know. I used to really like winter. Now that I live down here, I'm of a like-minded view. It's cold and it's wet. And, it's not as fun. When you have a job and you have things to do, it becomes really stressful and annoying. Like, when you have real responsibilities you have to get to. Yeah,
you have to plan. Now it's a thing you have to plan around.
Yes, yeah. We had a rehearsal the other day when the snow started, and Jacob and I, like, it took us for, like, we left at 9, and we didn't get back until, like, after midnight. It was insane. Like, it took us forever to get back here just because the snow was falling in, like, big clumps, like, giant clumps of snow. Like, it wasn't even snowflakes. It was, like, snowballs just slamming down. It was crazy. It was raining in the city, and then the moment you got on the highway, it turned to snow. It was bizarre. And it was, like, thick on the highway. I'd say there was, like, well over, like, 2-3 inches of snow just on the highway, which is absurd. Those are my tips for your cousin, though. See if they ever tries to teach you how to snowboard again or ski again. Don't put him right on the lift. Anyway, what else is? Oh, the 2-week hiatus happened because of Puffs.
Yeah, you're working on Puffs.
I'm working on a show going up in Boston. If you look up FTLO Puffs on Facebook, FTLO Boston or Puffs Boston, you'll find it. I designed and made all the costumes for it. Pretty cool. We're not filming a video today because the living room is still shit. It's full of costumes and things.
I know. We have to do another video. I hope all of you enjoyed new haircut.
I think that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, we were pretty proud of that one.
I liked that one. I need to stay in shot.
I need to stop laughing. I need to stop laughing as much. That's my problem.
I keep jumping at a shot and facing like way away from the camera. Yeah, it's not good. But
I'm always.
Dude, you're sleepy today.
Yeah, I'm a sleepy boy.
You just got like really tired all of a sudden.
Well, I didn't sleep well.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
that's fair.
It was funny because I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep, because I on Tuesdays and Thursdays I have to get up at 5 a.m. To go to my class at 8.
Yuck.
So last night I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep at like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna take I take melatonin to help me sleep. So I took my melatonin. And I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
We got calm.
I'm early. I'm gonna do this right. And I went to sleep, and I went to sleep around 9. And then I woke up at 2:30 a.m. because I had like a nightmare.
No, and you couldn't get back to sleep.
And then I just couldn't. Yeah, then I couldn't go back. So I was gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and then I woke up at 2:30 and then I just couldn't go back to sleep. So I did not sleep very well.
That sucks. Whenever that happens to me, I just stay up. I'm like, well, I guess I'm awake now.
I tried to go back to sleep. I would wake up. I would like kind of go to sleep, wake up intermittently, and like I had the nightmare, so I'm like.
And then you're more tired.
Yeah. I had a fresh out, and then I had you're fresh out of a nightmare, and you're just kind of like scared,
You're all paranoid, dude.
Yeah, you're all paranoid and scared. So like I had like a YouTube video. I'm having I'm playing like videos on in the background. I couldn't really see. Yeah, I might as well have just gotten up at that point. I thought about it, but I was like, I want to go to sleep.
Whenever that happens to me, I used to try to just go back to sleep, but what I found was, if I fell back to sleep, it was either like way too late at like 4, and it's like, well, now there's no point in me being asleep, or I would fall asleep and I'd just be twice as tired than if I had actually just slept through the night. Technically, I got the same amount of hours of sleep. There's some science behind that. Like if you wake up and come out of REM sleep and then try to go back to sleep, you'll wake up more tired because you don't actually get back into REM, so you're not actually resting during that sleep. You're almost just like lying awake, sort of, even though you're not like fully conscious. So what I started doing, it started to me in like Switzerland. I'd wake up at like 2:30 or 3, and I'd just be like, all right, well now I'm just up at this time. And I'd just get up and like I'd turn all my lights on, watch YouTube videos, maybe make a cup of coffee, and just be tired all day. Mm-hmm. But I would be less tired generally than when I would like wake up at 3, I have to get up at 6, and then try to get those last 3 hours of sleep. I would only end up getting like half an hour.
It's just tough because like I thought about it. I wanted to get up and be like, man, maybe I'll get up and
then you're up super
have breakfast,
early.
have a coffee. Yeah, then I'm up super early. My
you
mom
play some games before you leave.
Yeah, like my mom and my parents are still asleep. Like, my dog is asleep. My dog is basically like a child, so I don't want to wake him up. I don't want to go downstairs and wake people up. So, because my bedroom.
That's fair.
My bedroom's upstairs, so I was like, do I really want to go downstairs and like wake? Because I was like, I could make myself breakfast and I could do all this stuff. I was like, do I really want to wake everybody up? Like,
you play a video game until like 4 or 5, and you're like, I just got up really early. That's what I do. My dad gets up at like fucking 4, like or 5. I don't know.
Yeah,
he gets up stupid early.
My dad gets up around like 4 or 5. My dad's a firefighter slash gas station attendant.
Oh, okay. My dad's just a fucking weirdo. I don't know why. He's always gotten... My brother Andy's the same way. They both get up just like wicked early. Mm-hmm. I used to get up really early as a little kid in the summertime because I loved playing computer games all day. So I'd be like, 6 a.m. Time to start playing fucking video games all day. But now that I'm older, I felt like even in recently, I have a hard time getting up early. Like,
dude,
I just want to stay in bed all day.
I have never... I mean, is there any sort of... You know a lot about, like... You seem to know a lot about science. You're a big science boy, brain. Is there any science to, like, night owls and stuff? Because, like, I think I'm just a night owl because I've never been able to wake up early effectively.
I don't know.
I'm jealous of people who can get up early. Like, I wish I could just, when I wake up, I'm awake.
Reset your cycle.
And I get up, and I'm fresh and I'm free and I can, I can't. I
don't know.
Even if I get 8 hours of sleep, if I get the recommended 8 hours of sleep,
okay.
Like I will lie in bed for another hour.
Yeah.
Just because I wake up and I'm still tired and I'm just like I think and like but I could stay up.
Do you
all
wake
night.
up? Do you wake up sore at all? Like. Because I know for some people,
on my shoulders, I'm really sore on my shoulders.
For
shoulders
some
and neck.
For some people with the wrong mattress, you do fall asleep. But I've heard that like, if your mattress or pillow's fucked up, you're not actually getting all the rest from that sleep. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if you had like a really nice mattress, like if you not even really nice, just like if you had the right level of firmness and like whatever for your mattress and pillow, you get like a fuller night's rest. Whereas like I, for example, I sleep on a piece of shit mattress. I wake up sore in my shoulders and neck and back every day. I think that's part of why I don't want to get up sometimes is because my neck hurts so much. I'm like, once I stand up, this is gonna hurt a lot.
It's something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I have thought maybe I do need a new pillow. But it's always been like that. Like I could stay up all night. I could stay up.
I'm the same.
Like even if I'm tired, I could stay up. If I could really like make myself stay up. I like being awake at night. I like doing all that.
I could easily be up to like 6 or 7 every day.
Yeah, but
I go to bed at like midnight.
I think I'm just like a night owl. I like being. I would much rather. I wish I could. I would much rather spend my time like And that's how I usually spend my energy anyways. Like, during the day, I do whatever, and then at night, I'm like, oh, I have a
Chill
couple
out.
hours left. Like, I know, like, during the day, I watch movies, I play video games, I do whatever. And then at night,
you're like,
I'm
fuck.
like, okay, it's like 7 or 8 o'clock. I want to finish before like 11 or 12. So then I just like put all my energy into doing that, and then I go to sleep. Or like if it's like late at night, and I'm like, okay, I need to do my work. Let's just do it really quick, and then I'm exhausted, and I go to sleep. You know, like I try because I'm like I want to do all this stuff like now in the day, and then at night I'll do all that stupid crap. Like
I've been doing the opposite. I've been reversing it. The things I don't feel like doing, I try to do earlier in the day, and then so that when like 8 or 7, 8 or 9 rolls around, I'm like, cool. Now I'm just gonna play fucking video games until I fall asleep. I've been trying to, because I'm the same way. Like I'm definitely, I would say I'm definitely a night owl. Like see that's the thing, right? Is my brother Andy gets up really really early. My dad gets up really really early. Dude, my brother Andy, it's almost 8 o'clock. He's probably going to go to bed in, like, the next 10 or 15 minutes. Like, that's the thing. He gets up at, like, 4:35. He goes to bed wicked early. I go to bed around, like, 11:30 or midnight most nights.
Yeah.
I get up around 7:30.
yeah, and, like, I
But
think
I don't
it's
get out of
more
bed till, like,
about...
8:30.
I don't think it's about getting up early. I think it's just about, like, how you use your energy.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
It's
because, like, what's it... Because, like, yeah, that's, I've always thought about that. I was like, okay, well, if you wake up at, like, 5... You're gonna want to go to bed.
There's also
early.
There's also with your internal clock. There's like your brain releases certain chemicals. That's why like if you get up at 6, it's not a good idea to drink a cup of coffee until like after 9 because
Well, I think isn't that like a thing anyway where it's like you should wait like an hour or two. And
Yeah,
no matter what
yeah,
time you wake up, you should wait like an hour or two before you drink coffee or whatever.
Yeah, because
which I don't do. But
you're because your brain releases chemicals that wake you up naturally. And if you drink coffee with those, you're not getting the effect of that caffeine. You can build your tolerance up to the caffeine by accident by doing that so that when you drink coffee later, it doesn't give you the energy. I read that somewhere a while ago. But yeah, like everybody's internal clocks are a bit different. And I think it depends on like how... the sleep patterns you get yourself into. That's why they recommend.
I mean, that also sucks with school because, like,
that is a big thing.
I mean, high school,
especially if you work in film or theater and you're doing that.
I mean, high school is different because at least it's a consistent.
It's way more structured.
It's a consistent schedule. You have to get up at this time. Like,
yeah.
But even with high school, you get home late.
Yeah.
You get
especially
home,
if you're on a sports team or something.
Yeah, if you're a normal high school student, you get home around 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Would you say like
3,
4 o'clock?
Yeah, it depends on how close you are to your school, but like I'd get home around like 4:30 or 5.
Yeah, between 3 and 5 o'clock, I would say you get home, and then you got to do homework.
Yeah,
and high school you have like what 5 classes, 6 classes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of classes to do. So you have a lot of homework to do. By the time you're done, you gotta go to sleep. It's time for bed.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't really get a whole lot of time to go to sleep anyway in high school. But then in college, you have your sleep schedule is just inconsistent.
Yeah, it's totally dependent on where your classes are.
Like I said, I have Mondays and Wednesdays. I don't have a class till noon, so I wake up. I have to wake up at like I get to wake up at 8, or like I leave. I wake up at like 10 o'clock and I put my clothes on and then I leave and I make it to school perfectly on time.
There you go.
But like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have to be up at 5 a.m. and leave by 5:30, or else the traffic. I'll get stuck in traffic. If I leave at 6, I have to leave at least between 5:30 and like 5:50, 5:45.
Really specific window.
No, seriously, because if I leave at 6 o'clock, I'm in traffic.
No, dude, I know.
If I like this morning, I left at 5:50, and I made it to school on time. I made it.
But if you
I
left
got
at
there.
5:51,
I got into Boston at like 7:45, and
go.
I had enough time to get a cup of coffee and. No, did I even get coffee? Yeah, I had time to get a coffee and a donut.
You got a tea. Damn it.
I got time to get a coffee and a donut and go to class.
All right.
But if I left at 6 o'clock, that's it. I'd be stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing. If I left 10 minutes later, I'd be stuck in traffic. I'd be late to class. I'd be like 30 minutes late to class.
I knew a lot of people that had that issue when I was going to UMass. and they would exactly that. They would just miss entire classes because like traffic.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the teachers at UMass would install like shitloads of just free absences, just because like it's commuter school. Like you get 8 free absences.
Yeah, it's Emerson's different. I mean, it's unique because it's right in the city of Boston. I think they just assume that a lot of people.
Oh, they just live nearby.
I think they just assume a lot of people live nearby, or if you're off campus, you at least live in the city. I live like way outside the city, which it's fine. You know, I don't think I think most students aren't in my situation where like I'm way outside of school and I have to drive an hour to get to school every day.
That was everyone at UMass. It's billed as a commuter school. They don't have. I mean, now they have dormitories, but the year I graduated, they got dorms. It's like, fuck you guys.
What was it? What were we even talking about? What was the point of this
I don't know. We got on this because of sleeping. That's what I was going to say.
Right.
Circadian.
Yeah, I'm just like a night. I think like.
Well, there's. I would say that's definitely a thing.
I guess my point was saying like my sleep schedule's fucked up now because. And especially during college, because the inconsistent times.
Dude, if you work in theater, also, like, you work late every night anyway. Or if you work in...
filmmaking, you're working at least...
food industry.
Too. Yeah, filmmaking, you're working 12-hour days. Yeah. Like, if you're on the production team, you're working... I mean...
And they'll bleed into nighttime.
Yeah, 12-hour days, and that's not even including...
all the other shit.
Cleanup. Yeah. Cleaning up and packing everything up and... Mm-hmm. Loading everything. Sometimes you're starting in the afternoon.
Yeah, and
early.
You don't
sometimes you're starting
like 10.
Early in the morning. Sometimes you have to do late at night.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it gets mixed up. That's the other thing too with school is you can't get yourself into a nice rhythm with sleeping because I remember having the same issue. Like there are some nights where I'd be in the theater like. I'd have classes all day, but then I'd have to do all my designs as well. So I'd just stay on campus until like 11:30, midnight, just drawing shit, and then go home and go to bed at like 1, and get up at like 7 for classes the next day.
With filmmaking, though, I feel like they try. Like when I was on Defending Jacob, when I was doing the PA thing, that was like the first actual professional set I was on with Paramount. And I'm making it sound like it was a big deal. It was just like PA.
You're such a big star, Darren.
Literally just like standing there for 12 hours.
Oh
it's not glorious. But it was an interesting experience because I actually got to see like everything. And they try to schedule everything. They try to schedule everything for the workers. They try to keep everything. At least I think. I was only there for 4 days. So
on a bigger production
I might be talking
like that,
out of my ass for those people who are listening.
I feel like on a production like that they have more bodies to like organize that type of stuff so that like people get out of there on time because that's the thing, right? It's like their time is their money. You keep them there for another 2 hours, you got to pay them for those 2 hours,
right?
You know, and you got to keep, you got to monitor.
And there's at least an hour.
Yeah, sleeping is crazy. There's different. I forget. There's a certain sleep cycle that like Thomas Jefferson invented or something, where like you only sleep like 3 hours at a time out of a 24-hour period, and you do it like twice or 3 times, so that like apparently you get more rest, but you have more time during the day. It would never work with a normal, like let's say you had a 9-to-5 job, you could never do that because you'd have to sleep at noon, and you'd be up at like between like 3. It's like I think they pick like three like 2-hour segments or something out of a 24-hour day, and pick spots to sleep equal. I don't know, something like that.
Maybe we're just not meant to work like. I hate to be like all hippie hipster.
No,
stuff.
we're not.
We're not meant to work 9 to 5.
No.
I was watching a thing. I was watching Joe Rogan podcast, which is
we live this way because of the Industrial Revolution.
I was listening to some guy on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about how like it's. And this is going to sound really stupid in itself because I'm quoting the Joe Rogan podcast, and I can't even name the person's name. I totally forget. But they were talking about, like, the 9 to 5 doesn't work, and, like, they should do a thing. Like, he was talking about, like, we should have a system where, like, a job shows up on your phone, and you accept the job, and then you complete the task, and you get a certain amount of money, and then there's, like, you get your rest period. Something like that.
This sounds like communism. Yeah, I hate it.
It sounds like communism. Something like that. And then they were also talking about fixed incomes, which I don't even know if...
All right. Shut up, you stupid socialist weirdo.
Socialist weirdo.
You socialist slime ball.
I don't know. But I don't think it's... Because we were talking about it we were talking about something the other day where it's like, we're not machine... Like you were saying, like, we're not machines. We're like...
Oh my god, what were we talking about? I vaguely remember this.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, honestly. But
we are not machines. And let me say this about that. I feel like that's my thing, is I say make very ambiguous statements. Let me say this about that.
Yeah.
No, I took a as most of these things start, I took a class on this.
I took a class.
Listen, I'm smart. Pre-industrialized Europe, for example, like peasants, dude, before the Industrial Revolution, that is exactly how it was. We would wake up kind of whenever and go to bed when, dude, people would wake up at if you, people would keep journals and stuff, and if you read, people will, people have found, texts that, even farmers that, the rare case they knew how to write, would keep just logs of whatever, and people go to bed at any time of night, and they'd wake up whenever, basically, if you were a peasant, for example, and you live on you're not making money for yourself, you're raising crops to eat to keep yourself alive, and you have to give a portion of those crops to whatever lord your land is. Basically, if you're a peasant during pre-industrialized Europe time, you don't own fucking anything other than the house you made. The land you're living on belongs to a lord, and he's letting you stay there as long as you provide him with a tithe, a portion of your crops every month. You have to make sure that he gets his take out of what you're making, and that you get enough that you have. So they didn't have a schedule because they didn't need a schedule. As long as they got up at a reasonable enough time that they could get their work done, it didn't really matter, and they could kind of keep what they needed for themselves. So naturally speaking, no, we're not supposed to wake up at 6 and get to work at 8. Those people get up at fucking 10 a.m. if they wanted to. As long as they got their crops done and got their tithe to the Lord at the end of the month, it didn't really matter when they did their work. And there are a lot of accounts of people they go to bed at midnight and wake up at 3 a.m. and they're they do a little work around the house and go back to bed at 6, get up at noon. It wasn't until the Industrial Revolution where we invented the clock and the working wage and the hourly wage to make sure that people weren't getting exploited, and then it's well, we need people to work in these factories for X amount of time because we need to produce this much of this. I'm really, really simplifying it. There's a lot that went into this, but basically the whole idea of be at the factory by 8, get out by 7. That was started when we industrialized the world, because it's just more organized. But that's the thing, is we are not machines. We can't be you can't just tell someone, well, get up at 7 every day, because they could be just like you. Maybe for example, if you lived in pre-industrialized Europe, you would probably be the guy who stays up all night working somewhere on the farm, and then you get up in the morning and your neighbor's like, oh, you did that for me, thanks, Derek.
Yeah.
It's yeah, you get up at 3 in the afternoon, oh yeah, I worked all night for you guys. No,
yeah, I
don't know, it was very different back in the day.
That's what it feels like. It feels like I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm not.
A lot of people, my brother Zach is like that.
I feel like in my body, I'm not meant to get up super early. I'm meant to get up kind of later in the day
and to do shit all night.
And then I'll have more energy, and then do shit at night, and that's what I feel like. But that's not what society. That's
Dude,
not.
You know what else? Maybe your body's meant for another time zone. When I was in Las Vegas,
that's true.
It could be this, that when I was in Las Vegas, it could literally just have been that I was kind of going backwards in time. But I remember it was a lot easier for me to get up at 6 every morning there, and go to bed at a reasonable time. Something about it, there are a few hours, they're 3 hours ahead, or behind, I guess. And we're 3 hours ahead of them, so maybe it was just going back 3 hours. But something about being in Las Vegas, it was really easy to adjust.
I never even thought about that. Yeah, I didn't even really think that. Yeah, I never.
When you go to
Never
California,
really crossed my mind. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe if I go to California,
yeah,
let's see. Maybe I'll.
You know what I
feel different.
You know what I do for time zone changes? It's less if you're going back in time. It's less of an adjustment than if you're going for when I went to Switzerland, for example. They're 6.5, 7 hours ahead of us. That was a fucking adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
But my host brother told me. And this works. He's like, when you get wherever you're going, especially if you're going a few hours ahead, stay up for 24 hours. Don't go to sleep when you get there. Stay up for 24 hours. Stay up. Once you land, stay up all night and then all day and go to bed at the normal time you would have gone to bed at home. He's like, you'll be so tired, you'll pass out immediately and your body will adjust right away. It worked. Okay. Yeah, I did that. Cool. It worked for me. I don't know. And it could have also, I don't know. But that's what I did in Las Vegas, and that's what I did over there. It was just
maybe I need readjusting for my circadian rhythms or whatever.
Yeah, dude. Maybe here you could stay up 2 days in a row.
Look up some shit. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. That would be an interesting experiment. See if I can readjust. Because I've had again just throughout life your sleep schedules just get fucked up
especially now.
Yeah, you have at one minute you have a consistent sleep schedule and then you don't, and then
it's crazy.
Yeah, especially now it's weird because I'm getting up. It's weird because when I have to get up for my 10 a.m. class, I wake up at 8 and I'm fucking exhausted. I can't get up. I try to get up at 8 o'clock, and then I lay awake till 10 o'clock, or I go to sleep and it's 10 o'clock, and I have to rush out and I'm exhausted, and then I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm exhausted, and then I have the rest of the day to do work, and then I try to go to bed at a reasonable time, and then even when I get up at 10, it's this vicious cycle. I can never actually. It's not for the weekend where I can sleep.
That's what you need a vacation for. That's why you have breaks.
Yeah.
In the break, you got to readjust. This has been a wacky podcast.
It's probably time to end.
We had a direction when we started, before we started recording, and I didn't write anything down, and we went way off the rails.
Yeah.
You know what's sad, too, is I have this notebook here. We could have written everything. And a pen.
We did it.
Doesn't matter.
We're just such funny and interesting people. It's easy.
Our daily lives are so fucking interesting. I can't say that with a straight face. My life is not interesting at all.
No, mine's not either.
I sit and make things.
You know when I did this break? I just played the Ghostbusters video game all break, and I beat it.
There you go.
I played the Ghostbusters video game,
Sounds
and
amazing.
I beat it twice, and then I got all the achievements. Not all the achievements.
You're a pro.
I got all the artifacts.
You're a buster of ghosts.
It's so I might even play it tonight. I might actually play the professional mode without you, Quentin.
You fucking jerkhole.
Jerkhole.
You giant big jerkosaurus.
I want the golden proton
You're
pack.
a jerkosaurus, right? Does that can you use that in other versions, or just a fun thing to have?
What do you mean other versions?
Is it similar to in Call of Duty when you could get prestige and get a gold weapon and use it? Is it when you make a new game you can have the gold proton pack to bust?
I don't think so. I think
or is it just a fun thing that you can
maybe
look at?
I actually don't know. I mean if you because you can replay missions because basically how it's set up is that
that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Basically how it's set up is that
give me that gold proton
there's
pack.
Multiple different different locations where each level is at. So it's one level's the Cedric Hotel and one level's the New York Public Library and then there's sections within that level that you can
oh, that's fun. Okay,
to replay the mission. So I think just within that save file you have the gold proton pack and you can just replay the whole game again, just doing replay missions because it just keeps going.
Oh yeah.
So, but I want to get it.
It's kind of like Assassin's Creed where you can replay memories or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's cool and fun and interesting.
We'll probably play that next. That's what I want to do next. I think we'll end it.
Yeah, I mean,
here.
gold proton pack sounds cool. Ghostbusters coming onto the channel at some point.
We gotta finish Shadow of the Colossus first.
We gotta coloss the shadows. We gotta make shadows out of those colossi.
Yeah,
Colossi.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening in. My
hope
nose
you had a
is
good
really
Thanksgiving. We love you. Our 13 subscribers.
1-3. Friday.
Big 1-3.
Whoop whoop.
We love you. Goodbye. Bye penis pills.
Oh, penis pill.